What's poppin'?
Are live.
We are live and we are alive.
In full effect.
Yeah,
What's
man.
happening? It's King Lottie.
It's your boy, Spee. And I'm not even gonna bring up the intro because I don't even know let me see. If we got it, let me see. We're gonna see right here. Hey,
Club Dixon.
we got it. Boom.
We out here.
You know what I'm saying? So
We got some crazy stories this week that we wanted to dive into. You know what I mean? Starting off, we got Shannon Sharpe faces a $50 million lawsuit by an OnlyFans star. Now, everybody probably know about this. Shannon Sharpe, NFL Hall of Famer, works for ESPN personality. You know, he already was in sticky situations before when he was on Instagram Live.
real sticky.
He was on Instagram Live having relations already. And so this is the second kind of thing that it came out. So what's your thoughts on that, bro? Of his
He did exactly what I thought he would do. Or I thought about it in a different way. I said, if he don't move around, he gonna lose his job.
right.
You know, he put a statement out talking about, you know, he's gonna sit down.
Step away from ESPN.
NFL preseason. So good. Good. You know, because I almost look at it like, especially when you're like a person like him, you got to be blameless. I like to use that word to describe people that have very important roles,
Right.
and they can't be acting out because there's kids watching, families
Well,
watching.
ESPN is owned by Disney, so you definitely got to keep a PG personal image.
Right.
Like, it's already affecting his money because I'm sure he ain't finna get paid while he's sitting out.
He rich.
Yeah, that's true. But shoot, that's money.
Right.
That's money. I mean, luckily he does have his own podcast and stuff that he can make money from. But
Right. I forgot. He got it.
yeah, he got Club Shay Shay and then he got the Nightcap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. My main thing is like, there's rumors that the girl is 19. And he's like 55. And she's a 19-year-old white influencer. Her name is Gabriella Zuniga. Zuniga. It sounds like sue nigga. That's what it looks like. She gonna sue you, nigga.
Sue that nigga. That's crazy.
It look like sue nigga. She gonna sue you. That's crazy. But no, yeah, 55 to 19 is crazy.
We hope not. We hope it.
Yeah, allegedly.
But
Allegedly. But it is a fact. He pronounced that it was a consensual relationship. So he did have sex with her.
right.
But she said it was essay.
But what that little clip that they got, and he was like, "Don't manipulate. I'm not manipulating you." I forgot how he said it, but he's like, "I'm gonna choke you." I'm like, you finished.
Yeah.
You're a black man talk about I'm gonna choke you.
Yeah.
It's over.
But he was like, I get in the reports he put out, Shannon Sharpe put out a video himself. He told the lawyer for the girl to put out the full sound. They said he chopped it up.
Right.
So
yeah.
And this is the same lawyer that went after Jay-Z with his essay. So this guy's kind of known for these type of things.
Big pimp. But man, look, Shannon, you did
You too old for this, bro.
You
Come on,
dealing with this.
Yeah, you too old for this.
Stay off your phone.
Right. Stay off your phone, bro. Have your team run it. Don't do nothing. Settle down. He too old for this, OG. He need to get him a wife ASAP.
Right.
You got too much money, too much success not to find you a good woman. You out here just can't put your penis away at 55. Crazy.
He need to talk with Stephen A.
I'm sure he has.
You got to do better, my brother. I can see it now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they all need to put their penis away.
They got a lot of money.
Yeah, like.
They got a lot of money.
But so, yeah, 19-year-old, that's crazy, man. I hope it's false. I hope they get that cleared up. But I'm mad because he finna miss the rest of the NBA playoffs. And he had the whole Lakers in 5 movement going. That's crazy, bro. Now he ain't even gonna be on TV during the rest of the NBA playoffs. That's trash.
I'm trying to figure out a thing for him. I ain't gonna be live, Lakers in 5. You know, man, it sucks being at the top, like one of the most biggest people, because you're always a target at all times.
I just made up one in my head. I don't care if it's OnlyFans, an ESPN band, or I'm gonna choke you with my hands. Lakers in 5. I'm gonna choke you. Hey, that's crazy. Dang, man. Yeah, I hope he get that cleared up because that's crazy.
He probably get asked about it on one of his. I mean, long as he keep his little podcast going, they'll be all right. He'll be all right.
No, yeah, he'd be straight probably, and he produced other people podcasts now, so he got his own.
I like how you're set up.
Right.
So I get it.
Yeah, man. Hope all is well for that. Speaking of NFL, man, tonight was the NFL draft. Number 2 pick overall, Travis Hunter, went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Travis Hunter, he's a dynamic wide receiver and cornerback. He played both sides of the ball. Tough. He just announced, though, that he was signing with Lil Wayne's he's like the first signee to the Young Money athletic agency. So that's pretty big. And Lil Wayne was there at the NFL draft. How you feel about that?
You know, Lil Wayne everywhere. He trying to be like, he kind of said he don't care about the Super Bowl no more. Like, he said they took that away from him. He don't really care no more about it. So, but he's still in music. He ain't gonna never get out of music. So, I expect nothing less. He done walked out with a lot of people. So, you know more about Travis Hunter than I know of. But, hey, so.
Yeah, he was there just with him when he got announced and everything, or when he got drafted. So that was pretty cool.
I guess when you're rich, you got time to watch games.
Yeah, what is he doing in the studio? That's it. Traveling.
You just put the game on while you're in the studio. Maybe make a rap about it.
They probably the most hardcore fans, because that's probably like they be courtside.
Yeah,
Sideline. They be on the sideline. Speaking of sidelines, did you see the Kevin Gates story about what he said about LeBron James' wife?
I kind of looked into it. I didn't see it.
All right, so it says Kevin Gates made some controversial comments regarding Savannah James, LeBron's wife, leading to a subtle but pointed response from LeBron via Instagram. Gates has appeared at a Lakers game. Yeah, so basically this is what happened. Kevin Gates was on live. He was talking to somebody, and he was talking about how he didn't like how Savannah James looked at LeBron. He wished that Savannah looked at LeBron like them white women look at LeBron. That was his words exactly. As far as like she don't be like googly eyed over him. And so he was like, yeah, he was just saying a whole bunch of stuff. And then LeBron responded with a post with him and Savannah like kissing on Instagram. And he was just like, he said, kings and queens don't worry about peasants or something. That's what he said. And then Kevin Gates showed up he was at the Lakers last game. 2 days ago or yesterday.
What,
Anyway, it's crazy.
Brittany?
Yeah, with Brittany Renner. Yep. Well, I guess it's a Muslim now. She was dressed in
Oh no.
what's it called? What is that? The outfit.
Hajib.
Yeah. Hajib. Yeah. Any thoughts on that? I think that's just. I'm not saying was it disrespect? Like, I think it was just stupid. I don't really think it was disrespectful what he said. I just think it was just like, he was like, I want a woman to look at me like this type of way. He was like, I don't like how, it's just very random to pick LeBron James' wife out of everybody to use for his example. It's crazy. Anyway, shout out LeBron. Huh? He picked a white woman. Who picked? Oh. Well, I don't think it was offensive. He was saying that's how they look at LeBron.
Right.
That's what he was saying. Anyway. Last one on the docket. Where we at, Tom?
12 minutes.
Oh, we solid. We're moving through. Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell controversy. Now, did you see this clip that was going viral? All right, so basically, I actually watched this sermon. I watched the full thing. Basically, Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell is a viral pastor for 2819 Church in Atlanta. Basically, he was under fire this past week, not Easter week, but the week before that, for his comments about obeying cops. So he was preaching out of Matthew, the end of Matthew, and he basically was talking about authority and basically listening to authority. And Jesus was talking about obeying the law of the land. And so basically what he did was he used an example of when he was younger and he had an encounter with a cop, and he was like, he was like, his mom would always tell him about obeying authority. And he was like, at that time, he could have either obeyed authority, listened to his mom and obeyed authority, or he could have, like, he was like, I would have met Jesus that day. You know what I'm saying? And then he related it, basically was like, some of these killings that happen to black people are not because of just bad cops. Maybe like they could be stopped by people obeying authority. Basically, that's what he said. So if you watch the full sermon, it don't sound that bad. Like, cause he breaks down in scripture, like he in scripture, relaying it to scripture. Then he used his example. Then he says that. So you kind of like get where he coming from. But somebody took just him saying like, basically obey cops and you wouldn't be killed, and kind of try to flip it. And so that's what went viral, and it kind of spread everywhere, and it was like crazy. It was like everywhere. So I thought that was just something to think about. He did apologize though. He did apologize, and he was saying how he realized that his words is powerful and he's got to kind of be careful of what he say and how he say it and stuff like that. I thought it was fine though. Honestly, I just think people didn't watch the full sermon. It was just like a 30s.
I've been said this a long time ago. I said, now a lot of these cop killings, it's been bogus, but a lot of these could have been prevented if we have to understand there's people that have authority. They have authority. Yes, a lot of them are bogus, but regardless of how bogus they are, we still need to do our best to not provoke them.
Two things could be true at once.
You know, provoke them to anger. And like, I look at a lot of the stuff that's going on, and I'm like, man, a lot of that stuff can prevent it. You know, the Bible say, don't fight, evil with evil. Mm-hmm. If the cop is being evil to you, then you show him a kindness that tugs at his heart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because they already think negative about us, and then we get routed up. Oh, that's a wrap.
Right.
So, but if you show him like, dang, he act better than some of my white people I pull over. Mm-hmm. All right, I might give him some grace. And like I said, you might have the cops that's bogus, so it's like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But You know, I've been pulled over plenty of times. I put on my white voice. Yeah, how are you? I got my insurance. I got my license right here. Step out the car. I can do that. I can do that for you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Just get out, man, because why would you make your life or your job even? It's just, you're going to make it harder for yourself.
Right.
In the long run. And that's what he really trying to do, is obey authority. Jesus Christ is your authority. God is your authority. Obey. You know, same like a teacher. Teacher, you obey your teacher. She has authority over you while you're in school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she can say, be quiet. You kind of got to be quiet. Even though y'all both grown.
Right.
So it's like.
Some, like you said, I think it's two things can be true. Like, we know that there's bogus people out, bogus cops out there, and we know that black people are our targets. So I feel like that's why we should be even more careful. You know what I mean? More careful about what we do. Like I said, if you take that, what he said, out of context, I get why people would be upset, and I get why it was so kind of controversial. But if you listen to the whole sermon, then you understand. Like, that's why it's just important to listen to things in full and not just take clips.
But we live in that time, it's like, I want to take everything and clip a part of it without listening to the whole thing. So, hopefully we come out, we'll never get out of it. I don't even want to say hopefully. We're never going to get out of that. People love mess.
Right.
What they've been calling, my homie been calling rage bait. They're going to say whatever going to make the masses mad.
Yeah,
Somebody
he said my homie been calling it. That's been a saying, bro.
I mean, of course, but I'm saying he been saying like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shoot, that's marketing. They be doing that, bro. These social medias know what they doing, bro. They be having these bot accounts. They squeeze their way into whatever community they in, say something crazy, and then just let everybody argue on the post, just to keep them online, just to keep them on Twitter, just to keep them on Instagram, wherever the case may be. So,
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. We love y'all. Let us know what y'all think. Leave y'all comments, like, share, subscribe. Man, become a VIP. Shout out Plex and Mighty, even though they ain't here. Forget them.
Get here.
All right, we out here, man. Peace.
We out.